As we evolve into an increasingly digital world, more educators and parents are beginning to recognize the importance of coding as a fundamental skill tenet of the educational experience. To speak with us more about this topic and more, we are pleased to have with us Katie Henry, who's the head of partner engagement for the Microbit Educational Foundation in North America. Katie, thank you for spending some time with us today.
Thank you for having me. I'm glad to be here.
So Katie, let's jump right into it. Tell us a little bit more about the Microbit Educational Foundation. You have a really impressive board, founding partners ranging from BBC Education to Microsoft. What exactly is your foundation's mission, and what services and products do you provide?
The mission of the Microbit Educational Foundation is to inspire every child to create their best digital future. And we do that with this. It's a little computer called the Microbit. It's about the size of a credit card, and it just fits in the palm of your hand. And 25 million children around the world are using this tool to create technological solutions in their community. And so you see something like this and you might think, well, that's not for me. I'm not a coder. I'm not into computer programming. Well, the mission of our foundation is really to help all children get involved in digital creativity. And so we do that by providing lessons, by providing opportunities for teachers to learn more about computing. But it's really not about us. We really are a partner-led organization. And so within our ecosystem, you will find over 250 accessories for the Microbit from many different manufacturers. You'll find dozens of software editors. You'll find materials translated into many languages. And so this really is a global community, and teachers who come into this community find a big family of support. One other tool, though, that the foundation does provide for teachers is called Microbit Classroom. It's a way to teach coding remotely to your students without logins or registrations. And teachers who use this tool can virtually peer over their students' shoulders. And so what I mean by that is often in the classroom, I might walk around and see what my students are doing. And it's hard to get that feel of how our students are doing when we're teaching remotely. Microbit Classroom lets you see what individual students are doing live and support them in real time. And so our foundation is really focused on helping teachers get the best tools that they need to not only begin teaching coding in their classroom, but to really take it to the next level. Microbit is a powerful tool, and there are lots of resources, no matter who you are or what you're teaching.
That's awesome. Really excited to learn more. But before we move to the next question, we just want to remind everyone to click on like and subscribe below to keep up to date on our latest videos and content from SchoolRubric and leading voices in education like Katie from around the world. Katie, my second question is a little bit about coding. There's a lot of perceptions out there regarding coding that it's only for students who intend on studying a directly related field such as computer science. Maybe some of that learning curve is extremely steep. What is some of that evidence and research that you've conducted or that you're aware of that you could share with us to dispel some of these beliefs?
Well, actually, there's quite a bit of research that on our website at microbit.org/impact. You'll see from that project I mentioned back in 2016 where we gave away the microbits, we actually went back and measured our impact and changes in student attitude. 90% of students said that coding with the microbit showed them that anyone could code. And the most exciting improvement, I think, is with our girls in the program who came back and we saw a 70% increase in the girls wanting to choose computer science as a subject in school. And so, I like to think of coding as a tool. Coding is a tool for any teacher in any subject. I think coding is a tool of creativity. And, just like a teacher might incorporate scissors or a ruler or a tablet into a project in their classroom, you can incorporate coding into that project as well. And so you see teachers of all subjects teaching languages, music, of course, maths and sciences with coding. These are tools of creativity, and there are lots of free tools to help you bring coding into your classroom. And so it really is a tool that anyone can use. There's no skill barrier, and there's certainly no content barrier either. It's just a matter of wanting to get out there and try.
So Katie, you talked a little bit about kind of getting more girls involved. You talked a little bit about barriers. I'm really curious to know your perspective because we have a lot of policy and advocacy efforts that recognize the need to engage with more underrepresented populations, such as for girls and females or socioeconomically challenged students in STEAM, STEM, coding? What are some of the ways that Microbit is engaging with these types of population groups, and more broadly, what kind of other policy interventions do you see that are needed at a state, country, or worldwide level?
You know, I'm often astounded at the research, even as recently as in 2017, showing the mismatch between specifically girls' perception of STEM and STEM-related fields and what they want to do with their lives. Overwhelmingly, girls self-identify as creative and wanting to do a job that makes a difference in the world. When you ask those same girls to rate how they see STEM field careers or whether they're creative or make a difference in the world, what you find is what they want to do doesn't match their perception of the jobs that would allow them to do that. And so more work needs to be done in matching the learning opportunities around creative, real-world problem solving and STEM opportunities, not only for girls, but for all students. We know there is a big disparity in our pipeline, not only for Black scholars and female scholars, but students of low socioeconomic backgrounds. And so what do these students, what appeals to these students? Role models, visibility, seeing that truly a STEM career, STEM opportunities are for everyone. And so when we look at policy efforts, we look at funding and which projects are being uplifted and what kind of projects are we catalyzing, we have to be focusing on projects that uplift Black role models, female role models from all parts of the world, the stories that aren't often told in these STEM careers. Because if there's one message I think we all can help amplify, it's that STEM is a creative field that helps to solve hard problems. And I know a lot of students that enjoy that. We just have to help connect them with the opportunities to show us what they can do.
Awesome. Katie, I wish we had some more time to talk. If people want to learn some more information about Microbit, about some of those impact studies, about some of the work that you and your company are doing, where can they go to find out some more information?
Please visit microbit.org to find more information about the lessons that I've mentioned. There's a free simulator at makecode.com, so you can program your microbit without a microbit, as well as a free remote learning tool called Microbit Classroom. It's a way to allow any student to create technology today, wherever they are. So you can learn about all of these tools at microbit.org. And finally, I just want everyone to know there's a great global challenge that will begin soon called the Microbit Do Your Bit Challenge. And this is a global opportunity to help students get involved with creative real-world problem solving around the Sustainable Development Goals. So please check out microbit.org for all of that information as well.
Sounds really exciting, and we're really looking forward to spreading that word about that competition. So again, Katie Henry, the head of partner engagement for North America of the Microbit Educational Foundation, thank you so much for spending some time with us and sharing your work and all the resources and tools that you're providing with students all over the world.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for watching School Rubric on YouTube. For more of the latest stories, interviews, podcasts, and news from educators and schools around the world, visit SchoolRubric.com.